Welcome to this week's installment of the Autumn Diaries. I'm Corinne, and I'm so glad you're here. Jumping right in, it was my birthday week, and since it fell midweek, we decided to take a day trip down to Kennebunkport, Maine over the weekend. We stopped at Goodstock, as I'd been wanting a bracelet with the birthstones for myself, Lucas, and the kids, and Paige ended up with a bracelet as well. Then we headed to Dock Square, had lunch at Federal Jack's, and walked around with all the tourists and leaf peepers who were out and about. Finally, we ended up at Wells Beach to enjoy some unseasonably warm weather. Really, I'll take any excuse to get my feet in the water. There's something about the tide swirling, the push and pull of it, and the way the weight of your body sinks into the sand. It's one of my favorite things. It was a gorgeous day and the perfect way to wrap up the year I was 43. On my actual birthday, I had a super quiet and cozy day. Thank you to everyone who reached out. I felt so loved and celebrated. Paige made pumpkin whoopie pies with buttercream cinnamon icing, which are a family favorite. We called it an early night as the following day we had an early annual vet appointment for Darcy, and I prepped for the excitement of Friday.
It's Friday, and I am on my way to go get Finn for the long weekend and for his fall break. I'm so excited. It's a 3.5 hour drive, and so I am not quite an hour in. I just stopped to fill up the car and to get my tea ready. I've got a cup of tea, and I've got these when you go on a trip, you know where you're going to stop and you know what treats you're going to have along the way. But it's just going to be such a nice drive. It's a little bit, I thought the leaves would be perfect, but as I'm not even an hour from home and it's already past peak, it looks like. So maybe we'll stop a couple times and take some footage of the autumn leaves, because it's still gorgeous. It's just not super bright. But I wanted to share poor Darcy. So the curl saga continues. I thank you guys for comments and messages about what you do for your curly/wavy hair. A couple people mentioned mousse, and I forgot that I had mousse underneath the bathroom cabinet, so I got it out this morning, and Darcy was right next to me, and so I shake it up and I put it in my hand, and she's sitting there like a good girl, waiting for her whipped cream. It's like, no, it's not whipped cream, honey. The poor thing. But yeah, there was a silly moment from this morning. So yeah, I'm so excited to see Finn. It's been over a month. So, all right, it's been like an hour later, I think. We're almost up to Bangor. I am almost up to Bangor, and somebody was just looking at me really funny as they walked by, and I was just talking. Anyway, I was wrong. The leaves are gorgeous. They're really lovely. And if Finn drives home for part way, I will take some footage for you. But I did want to say, I love a long road trip, like a long solo road trip. And I equally love time with other people. But this one in particular, I've been looking forward to this time all week because, and don't come at me, but I really wanted to listen to Taylor Swift's new album, like by myself fully, and really get into it. And I really love it. I listened to it, last week when it came out, and I've been listening to it ever since. But there's something about driving solo and having the music up and listening, like really listening to the lyrics. I love it. I really do. I liked it at first, but it's really grown on me. And I love Eldest Daughter. I didn't think I did at first because it wasn't what I wanted, but man, it's what I needed. Love that song. And I love Opalite. And I really loved Canceled. I don't know. I love them all. I love Wishlist. I think that there's just something about the music. Like, she's happy, and I needed a happy album, even though it's still tender and it's still like, the lyrics are actually, some of them are really tongue-in-cheek, but some of them are really good. So I'm enjoying that, and hopefully the next stop will be Finn.
The rest of the video holds snapshots of the next few days. Finn's visit was low-key, and we focused on simply spending time together. We did put him to work. He helped us with a few things around the house, including sweeping the chimney. There's no footage of that, as you can imagine. It's a messy job. We mostly just enjoyed his company. Lucas made an apple crisp. We played cribbage and bananagrams. Finn and I set up our planners for the coming week. This is something we've been doing every Sunday over a video call as a way to check in, so it was extra nice to do it in person. He wore his new hand-knit socks, and I spent a good bit of time knitting while we caught him up on Bake Off. At some point, it hit me that we were going to have to take him back to college at the end of the weekend, and man, that hit me hard. I'm realizing just how much the last few months and even the last few years have taken a toll on me emotionally. It's like it's all catching up with me at once, even as life is still swirling around me like the tide. I'm feeling a bit like I'm sinking in that sand, to be honest. I know it's not a forever feeling, but I'm trying to figure out how to still come up for air while moving forward. That whole thing where when you're swimming, you turn your head to come up and breathe and keep swimming at the same time. Yeah, I was never very good at that. But I'm trying. Finn's doing really well where he is, but here at the homestead, it feels like there's a lot of uncertainty as we navigate Paige's senior year of high school and support her as she finds her next steps. And at the same time, my own work and path twists and turns and continues to move forward too. We can hold lots of things at once, but sometimes some things feel heavier than others, and then the things switch weights and it's forever changing minute by minute. With a birthday in October, I'm a Libra, and an elusive search for balance and harmony has been a theme my entire life. I'm beginning to think my life's work is, and maybe all of our lives' work is, sitting with the imbalances, the inevitable discomforts, and being okay where we are, just as we are. Finding ways to be okay in ourselves, even when things around us are off kilter. That work, that's the most challenging and maybe also the most rewarding. Until next week, thanks for being here. Be well, friends, and I'll see you soon.